What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I want to welcome you back for another one of my album reviews. And this one is, at the time, initially, the very first moment, it was up in the air on whether or not this specific video was going to be to the APink album, the topic that the video is currently on, or whether it was going to be Crayon Pop. And well, after listening to both of these albums, well, for the first time, really, at least one time around, to make a decision on which one I had more, to say, or which one I had a more urgent need to say anything about. I listened to this, and this is the one, because this is the one that I have got more things. Well, not necessarily more things to say, but I guess you can say it's the one that I like a lot more. So, I mean, I don't to get the review, the actual content, portion of the review started. I don't specifically know where to start with this, because the song is, or the album, or the songs in this album are like all over the place. There are so many different feelings and sounds and genres and whatever stuff in this album that I don't know where to start. I really do not know where to start. And that's a good thing. I think that's a really good thing. That's the thing that I just absolutely love about that. And that's really the main point that I've got, right? This album has got so much in it, or so many different things in it, there's so many different aspects to it, that there's, whoever, whatever music you like, whatever your genre that you like, you're probably going to find something in there that you like, that you appreciate, unless you're looking for like rock and metal. There's none of that, but you can find something otherwise, and it's really, really awesome. There's, like I said, there's so many different genres and stuff that are represented in just 9 songs, or less than that even. I think it's 9 songs on this album, because I think 2 of them are instrumentals, so something like that, but whatever. It's really, really, really great. I mean, like, we got, of course, the ballad is represented, and they are really, 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 really great ballads. And in the songs titled Fairy and To Us, they're really, really great. Like, I'm not really one to go and rave about how great a ballad song is, but the ballad songs on this album are awesome. Of course, APink is a group that is very, very vocally talented, so of course it would make sense that they would be really kind of I guess it's not, yeah, they'd be really good. I was gonna say stacked, but stacked's not necessarily the right terminology or colloquialism, whatever. And then you move on, so you got like electro pop, or just the normal, like, I guess what you would consider to be the standard kind of sound that you get in K-pop, with Catch Me, Oh Yes, to a certain extent Drummer Boy as well is really good. You get a little bit of R&B in there as well with the song Boom Pow Love, right? Just a tiny, I mean, it's in there, right? Maybe you get past the little intro bit and you listen to it, you get a little bit of R&B feel in it. I think which is cool. It's nice. So like I said, that's just some example. That's not even every song on the album that I've just named right there. That, well, it means most of them, but it's not even everything. There's other stuff in there to listen to that's really, really great. Like I said, it's got a little bit of everything in there. My favorite songs on this album, though, two favorite songs, and I mean, they're going to be the same kind of song, because my personal preference is just that stuff's gonna stand out for me more than anything else. But I really, really like Catch Me and Drummer Boy. I think they're really, really fun songs. They're super, high energy, and they're just awesome. They're just awesome songs. They're fun songs to listen to, So it's cool. I mean, they're kind of like, I guess you can say they're like kind of like the classic and typical kind of K-pop kind of sound and feel to them. But that's not bad. That's cool. I like them. They're really, really good songs. And then when you look at it, and one thing that I do sometimes, or a lot of times when I listen to these albums, is I do like to pay attention to the way that the songs are ordered, because the way that the songs songs are arranged from, you know, first to last, you know, does kind of, it tells a story, it gives a certain sort of feeling, it takes you through a range of emotions and moods and feelings and stuff like that. And you know, a lot of time, you know, you start off with the high energy, high tempo stuff, and then with K-pop albums, you start with the ballad. So you start, you know, high energy, you end like low energy, or, you know, in a different kind of, you know, energy level, you know. So this album has zero organization. None of the songs come in any sort of like actual predictable pattern. There is no smooth flow and transition from, you know, okay, so you got a ballad here, so, you know, now you're gonna get a pop song after that, and they're gonna be completely different kinds of songs, right? There isn't a smooth sort of flow. It's really kind of like jagged, and we're like all over the place with that. And I think too that's another reason why I like this album too, is definitely it kind of, because of course it matches the fact that there's an eclectic group of songs, and so the organization and you just where they're placed in the track listing also to an extent makes sense that it will be, you know, super random and eclectic. And I definitely, you know, like it. There aren't very many albums in K-pop or that I've even listened to in general that just have a progression like that. Well, I guess you could say in this album there isn't a progression, so there aren't very many albums that don't have a progression, a natural progression from start to finish. So, you know, it's definitely cool. I don't know. I think that, like I said, that's something that I noticed. I don't know specifically if that's anything you noticed or if you even really agree with me, but you know, that's just my feel. So my overall rating, my rating for this album, right? Because of course my ratings are never out of a, you know, point scale, because I think that's, I don't know, up for argument, and you know, people nitpick that stuff. So basically my reviews, my ratings are based off of how I would spend my money, right? Whether or not I would buy the album or a song or just pass on it. And for this one, I definitely would buy this album. 100% I would buy it. And this would be my first ever APink album that I've ever, you know, been super inclined to buy. And you know, I love just about every song, if not all the songs on this album, you know, and they're all different, so I like them all for, you know, completely different reasons. And it's just overall the entire package is really great. So, you know, that's what I got. That's my review. I don't know, like I said, really kind of like, you know, random sort of album there, and it's really great, and I like it. And it would be my first ever APink album. So if you've listened to this already, you know, let me know what you thought about it down in the comment box below. And if you haven't already, then definitely then you should listen to it. And then let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Share this video around on social media, give it a rating, a like or a dislike is fine. And if you aren't already, subscribe so you can stay updated with my future uploads. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.